Call the June 16th to order. Mr. Watt? Here. Mrs. Gonzalez?
Here.
Mrs. Sharuti?
Here.
Mr. Cabral is absent, and Mr. Reeves is here. Public communications closed session items. Members of the public may address the board on items not on the agenda. Speakers will be allowed 3 minutes unless the time limit is waived by the majority of the board. The board will allow comments by members of the public on an agenda item during consideration of the item. The board may limit the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. With board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed for public presentation, depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. The president may take a poll of speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask additional persons speak only if they have something new to add. Complaints against specific district employees should be resolved through the district's personal complaint procedure. The right to address the board does not exempt the speaker from any potential liability for defamation. The proceedings of the board are recorded and are part of public record. As permitted by law, the Board of Trustees may request to meet in closed session for consideration of personal matters, possible or pending litigation, employee grievance, student discipline, and the acquisition of sites. At this time, anyone here to speak? No? We'll close it. 5:01. Looks like I put 6. All right, we'll resume back to regular session. Can we please stand for the flag salute? Ready?
Salute.
Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Report out of closed session. In closed session, the board accepted resignations for Wadeen Van Ruler and Lourdes Santos Ortega. Public communications, agenda and non-agenda items. Members of the public may address the board on items not on the agenda. Speakers will be allowed 3 minutes unless the time limit is waived by a majority of the board. The board will allow comments by members of the public on an agenda item during consideration of the item. The board may limit the total time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. With board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed in public presentation, depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. The president may take a poll of speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask the additional person speak only if they have something new to add. Complaints against specific district employees shall be resolved through the district's personnel complaint procedure. The right to address the board does not exempt the speaker from any potential liability for defamation. The proceedings of the board are recorded and are part of public record. At this time, anybody want to speak? No? Okay. Approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion.
Okay, Mrs. Rudy. Can I have a
I second.
Mr. Watt? Aye. Mrs. Gonzalez?
Aye.
Mrs. Sharuti?
Aye.
Mr. Cabral is not here, and Mr. Rivas votes aye, 4-0. Information discussion items. Item A, attendance board. Dr. Seha.
Good evening, Clerk Rivas, Superintendent Pruitt, and members of the board. It gives me great pleasure to announce these attendance awards for the month of May. We'll start with the staff attendance award. It goes to Horace Timba High School, and I don't see anyone from Horace Timba here. So we'll make sure they get that. The most improved student attendance for the month of May goes to Von Renner. And the best student attendance award for the second month in a row goes to Hunt Elementary. Thank you.
Thank you. 8, consent calendar. The consent calendar items are routine in nature and usually do not require board discussion. Individual items may be reviewed by the board members and presented for discussion and separate action. The consent calendar will be adopted by roll vote. Can I get a motion?
I motion.
A second?
I second.
Mr. Watt?
Aye.
Mrs. Shruti?
Aye.
Mrs. Gonzalez?
Aye.
Mr. Cabell's not here, and Mr. Rivers votes aye, 4-0. All right, action item number 9A. Approval of contract for Assistant Superintendent, Human Resource and Support Services. This contract provides for sophisticated employment of Dr. Jesse Sahal as Newman-Crosletti Unified School District Assistant Superintendent, Human Resources and Support Services with the approval of this 2-year contract commencing on July 1st, 2025. Dr. Sahal will be placed on Step 2, Range A of salary schedule at $162,342. All other terms and conditions of the employee contract will remain in full force and effect. Any questions? Can I get a motion?
I make a motion.
I second.
Mr. Watt?
Aye.
Mrs. Gonzalez?
Aye.
Mrs. Shruti?
Aye.
Mr. Cabell's not here, and Mr. Reeves votes aye, 4-0. B, approval of school psychologist contract for Tina Perry. This contract provides for certificated employment of Tina Perry as a Newman-Crosletti Unified School District school psychologist with approval of this contract for the school commencing July 1st, 2025. Tina Perry will be placed on Step 6 of the salary schedule at $120,110. All other terms and conditions of the employee contract will remain in full force and effect. Any questions? Can I get a motion?
I make the motion.
I second.
Mr. Watt?
Aye.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Aye.
Mrs. Shruti?
Aye.
Mr. Cabell's not here, and Mr. Reeves votes aye, 4-0. Item C, approval of the, I don't know how to say that word. What?
Memorandum.
Oh, yeah, okay, that word. Of understanding between Newman-Crosletti Unified School District and the City of the School Resource Officer, 2025-2026, cost of $176,714.68. Any questions? Anyone? Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I second.
Mr. Watt?
Aye.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Aye.
Mrs. Shruti?
Aye.
Mr. Cabell's not here, and Mr. Reeves votes aye, 4-0. D, approval of the 2025-2026 Local Control and Accountability Plan, LCAP. Any questions? Can I get a motion, please?
I make a motion.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
A second.
Thank you, Mr. Watt. Mr. Watt?
Aye.
Mrs. Gonzalez?
Aye.
Mrs. Shruti?
Aye.
Not here. Mr. Reeves votes aye, 4-0.
I'd like to say thank you to Heather for all the work on the LCAP. So nice work.
I second that, Mr. Pruitt. I was gonna say that, but you stole my,
That was at the
stole my
end.
words.
The board- Item E, approval of the 2025-2026 budget. Any questions? Any questions? No? Can I get a motion?
I hope it'll look better soon. It's my only comment.
Can I get a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Watt,
Aye.
Mrs. Gonzalez,
Aye.
Mrs. Sharudi,
Aye.
Mr. Gopal's not here, and then Mr. Reeves votes aye, 4-0. That's it, right? That's it? Yeah? Any future agenda items? No? 11, superintendent report.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to our board. We made it through the year. This is our final board meeting for the year, and I'm very impressed with how all 5 of you, I know Dawn's not here tonight, but how all 5 of you work together and communicate. I'd also like to say thank you to Wadeen for her service to our students, and I felt she did an excellent job. So it was somewhat of a shock to hear she was retiring, but we also understand it too. So thank you to Wadeen.
Thank you, Mr. Pruitt. Board reports, Mrs. Sharudi.
First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you guys for being so patient with us. We're learning, we're catching on to what needs to be done, but like Mr. Pruitt said, we've really worked well together, and I think we have a good communication amongst all of us, and we really try to be as involved as we could to see what's going on and to see what needs to be done. May was pretty busy. I think we tried to be wherever we could during the busy, hectic days between graduation and ceremonies and awards and all that good stuff. But we made it, and it was awesome to see all these students and you guys, leading these students to get where they needed to be. So it was very nice, and Tosca was amazing just to see how much of the awesome donors out there to give these students the opportunity to move forward. So other than that, I mean, we're ready for next year, and we're excited to see what else we could do and where else we could help. And I mean, we're happy. So thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Gonzalez.
Congratulations. We made it to the end of the school year. Happy summer. Pretty soon, right? I think the first day of summer is like the 20th or the 21st, something like that. But yes, I second what Maribel said. Thank you everyone for your patience and helping us grow and learn more about the district. And I really did make an effort, like Maribel said, to be everywhere. It was busy. It was busy in May. I'm a mom of 3 too, aside from this, I work full time. But I really tried to organize my calendar to be everywhere and as approachable and available as possible. If you ever have a question too, I'm happy to converse with anybody. And I hope that's been clear as well. Mr. Pruitt has been good at just handling. I probably have outside of here 100 questions for him all the time. And I always remind him, my questions are not because I not trusting you. I'm just trying to understand where there's gaps or where I identify maybe we can grow or communicate better. But I do appreciate all of you and all of the hard work that you put into all of the students in our district. It's been a pleasure to watch and grow, and I look forward to continuing to be here on the board. So thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Watt.
Yeah, so in May, we went to the 3 graduations, and we had, a great time seeing students and get to see their achievements and achievements of their teachers and of all the staff. So that was really great. And then I wanted to shout out the food service program that's putting on summer lunches. My wife's been able to take our 2-year-old to go get lunch every day, and she loves to drink her chocolate milk now. So, yeah.
Thank you. Back to Mr. Walk. The graduations were great, not being the negative one of the group, but I think I said it to you, somebody said, hey, you got 3 minutes. I don't think it should be rushed. One time a year they graduate. I think it should be longer than 3 minutes. That's just my opinion, because they're just there one time. So maybe something for the future. Summer's here. I'm glad you guys all made it. I'm sorry, Mrs. Kivas, but you know, your next 4 weekends are busy with baseball. I apologize. Before you know it, school's gonna be here. But again, I appreciate you guys for what you guys do for the students, not just my own son, but for everyone. Your guys' job does not go unnoticed, and I truly mean that. And Mr. Pruitt, appreciate you leading us in the district and everything. Miss Fox too, everybody. Mr. Sale. Thank you, Sale. I appreciate it.
I just wanted to announce something. This Saturday was the Lions All-Star, Merced County All-Star Football Classic. And one of our Orristemba High School graduates, Dylan McCauley, was named the North Team Player of the Game. He got 2 TDs during the game. Yeah, so just wanted to announce that. And him along with Nicholas Cuevas will be playing in the upcoming game, the Lions All-Star Game in Tracy.
That's good. I don't know how many kids were, do you know how many?
So I know Dylan played, I believe Nicholas played, and then Valenzuela was
Jacob,
the
right?
starting quarterback for them. There may have been another player, but those are the 3 I remember.
Thank you for that. Thank you. But thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Welcome. And Mr. Brown. Anything else? See you guys August 2nd?
Yeah, that's the
Back to school.
back to school match.
All right. You guys want to stay longer? No? 6:15.
And thank you to Nancy. Yeah, for keeping us organized.
Yeah, I always tell her I need an assistant, but you do a good job. Thank you. Thank you, guys.